What it do, what it do. We back again. Finally. With another one. Nigga been busy. Running around, shaking and moving. You know, life. Get to lifing. But we back here with another one. Let's get right into it.
On November 16th, 2022, Brookhaven police were called to a Navy Federal Credit Union branch in Brookhaven, Georgia, after a man attempted to withdraw $15,000 in cash following the deposit of a fraudulent $45,000 check.
Yeah, I got you. What'd you know so far? All right, so apparently I haven't made contact with him. He's sitting over here in the office. Apparently he deposited this check, I guess 2 days, was that 2 days ago? What's today's date?
Yeah, today's 16.
Okay, so 2 days ago, and it was put on a 2-day hold. So it was supposed to be released today. Yep. So he came back in today. Do we know where it was deposited?
He did it on his app, on his mobile app, which is how it's kind of like.
Okay.
But I'm looking at it, and you can tell that it's altered.
So he came in to try to do a $15,000 withdrawal, and you said you've been in contact with.
Before we get too deep. Before we get too deep. It's always going to be a red flag. If you're broke, you've always been broke. You've never had more than $1,000, $1,500 in your account. When you drop a $30,000, $40,000 check, it's always $10,000. If you've never had that in your account and you drop a $10,000 check or any $10,000 anything in your account, it's going to raise red flags. Shit is on hold. They locking it down. What's going on? We need to investigate. Because you're broke. You're busted and disgusted. You're a bum. All of a sudden now, you just dropped off a $45,000 check. And you think, of course it's going to raise red flags. What's going on here? This motherfucker never had more than $1,500 in his account. All of a sudden you dropping a $45,000 check. And you think that's just going to fly. Use your brain. We're not talking about $3,500 check, $4,500 check, $45,000. You've never had more than $1,000 in your account. You're broke. They know you're broke. They have all your records. You think that shit is gonna use your brain? People are so dumb.
With this company here?
Yeah, and they confirmed that their checks were stolen, and this check specifically was payable to a completely different business.
Even if the check is real, they still gonna have to verify it. Oh, boom, once they find out it's real, all right, cool, boom, they give you the money. But they're going to look into it. They're not just gonna be like, oh yeah, well, that seems normal. This motherfucker's been banking with us for 7 years, never had more than $1,000 in his account. All of a sudden now he got $45,000 check. Come on.
So we don't know how many checks they're in possession.
What was the clue to you that it was
So when you, I mean, there's a lot of things. So like the fact that it's all, this font in general is not the same as the rest, which is a big indicator of fraud. We see a lot of fraud here. And then when you zoom it in, you can see that like around the payee name. So it's
around the what?
Around the payee name. So once you, because we're able to like blow this image up there, and you could just tell. So when I looked at that, I contacted the business, and they confirmed it was altered. Well, stolen. The checks were stolen, and that's not the right payee, she said.
Was this one of y'all's cards?
Yeah, it's just the debit card they used.
115. Can you check it out?
So
You go to jail.
can I get?
Bro, use your brain, dog. What you doing this? A little $1,000, $1,500. That's how you finesse. They're not even gonna verify that it's $1,000. It's like that's usually right around the range where you should be. $2,000. They not looking into that too much. Now times changed too, because it was a lot of back in my days that was the hot thing that niggas was doing. They was on it. So there's a lot of everything now they verify. They not playing no more. But back then, a little $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. They not checking that. They got more important things to be worried about. But $45,000. Oh yeah, we gotta call people. Gotta no.
Well, I'm gonna need your information as well, but
Okay.
I will need probably the contact info for this company so I can speak.
So all this is correct. It looks like I basically just Googled them, and the number came up, and then they actually got me in hold with the CEO.
Say the last part.
They got me in contact with the CEO, but I just Googled this business, and it's all this information, the address and all that seems to be right. But I called the number on Google, not necessarily the number on the check.
And then does he know that Does he know that he's been detained? Or has he just told him he's just away?
I want to see him. I want to see him. I want to see his face when 5-0 pull up like, yeah, come with us.
It came back. It came back to it. But I can't tell. I want to go run it and look at the picture and see what comes back on the picture. You want me to go in there with you while you talk to him, or you want me to go run it first?
And I'm sorry to say it, people gonna get mad. It is what it is. True. Another red flag. You're black, dog. I'm keeping it real with you. People not gonna say it. Oh no, no, we don't look at stuff like they do. They do. You're black. Not saying you don't have money and it's impossible for you to have money, but that's gonna be another step that they're gonna give you to. It's multiple things they look at. You're black. Which community you living in? Like where there's certain neighborhoods where it's like people that live here tend to have money. This is one of those type of neighborhoods. It's a nice community. People that have money. People tend to have these type of money coming into this type of bank. If you live in a hood and you pulling up to a hood bank, they like, the fuck? Don't nobody have this type of money in this bank. This motherfucker records show this motherfucker's never had more than $1,000 in his account. He's bum. If he touch $1,000, that's a good month for him. He's never had more than that. He's black. They like, all that's red flags. I'm sorry. It's fucked up, but I'm sorry. All that's red flags to them. Like, the fuck no. Cole, verify this.
Can I have this? Hold on, Rob.
I'll just go talk to him. See what he wants to tell me.
I'll come in there. I'll come in there with you. Okay. I'll go run this real quick and see what the picture looks like, and I'll be right back.
The officer then spoke with the suspect, whose story initially seemed very believable.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm good, sir. Hey, I'm Officer Flynn with the Brookhaven Police Department.
Yes, sir.
So,
Brother came
first.
Brother came suited and booted. He thinking he finna walk out here with $15,000. Well, he playing the part though, cause most dudes, especially in the hood, they doing stuff like they scamming. They coming in there with a fitted hat on, sagging. Nigga, we know you don't got $45,000. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Where would you, dressing like this, get a $45,000 check? You're not a rapper. You're not in the NBA. Let's keep it real. Stereotypes exist for a reason. Let's keep it real. There's only certain things you could be doing to accumulate this type of money. Especially dressing like that, we know you're not in none of those fields. You don't rap. I never heard of your rap name. What do you do? What record you put out? What team you play for? Oh, you don't do none of those? You just a regular person? Dressing like that? So that means you got to be doing some type of corporate shit. You wouldn't dress like that. So automatically, red flags, brother. We know it's some funny business.
Do you have any weapons or anything on you?
No, sir.
I need to know
No, sir.
about? No? Okay. So, the bank thinks that the check is a fraud. Is there anything you can tell me about the check?
No, sir. It's actually a check from my business partner.
Okay.
Been knowing the guy for years.
It's from your business partner?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you mind if I take notes while we
Yes, sir.
talk?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There you go. Where my pen?
And the check is a fraud.
No. They said
115, that's the individual I just ran. I gave you the
they said
goal in the
that
road.
they think it might be fraud. So, we got to investigate.
Okay.
Real quick, what's your first name?
David.
David? Okay. So you said the check was from whom?
It is actually the property is Purdue Properties. Is Porter Purdue Properties is the name of the business. Actually, the check was from my business partner. It's just for repairs, actually for property.
Okay. So you're saying the check was
120 check, I'm holding on
for
to it.
him?
No, it's for us, for repairs
For-
for the property. Yes, sir. We plan to put the money into the property and be able to take out the equity out.
We'll be out on Buford Highway, Brownwood Road, which was saying really against.
Were you clear on that?
7424.
He playing the part though.
It's 83.
Yeah. Okay, so, sorry, I know we just discussed this, but
Yes, sir.
it's hard to keep track of some things sometimes. So, check was written to your To your business partner or to the group of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and who was the check from?
It was for Jeremy Porter.
It was written to Jeremy Porter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It was one of his close acquaintances. We were just at the property Monday.
And
Oh no, why this so funny?
do you know who wrote the check? What business?
I don't know the name of the business.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the business. But we were all literally just there Monday. We were just there Tuesday.
What property was it for?
It was for a property. The property is 2550.
Well,
If the check isn't good, I've already started repairs on this property.
yeah, I understand.
We'll go ask her something real quick.
Okay. Do you have the physical check with you?
No, I did not bring
No.
it. No, sir.
Were you the one that
It
deposited?
was a direct deposit, yes. Just took a picture with all of us was together. Literally.
What did you deposit on your
On my
phone?
phone, yeah.
Okay.
All of us was together.
Gotcha. Who's all of us?
Me and Jeremy and the other gentleman. We were all standing there together.
Gotcha. Is there a phone number for Jeremy?
He giving me the African, and you know them Africans, they the biggest scammers in the world. There's some scamming motherfuckers out here, but them Africans, them motherfuckers, they scam some shit. So he giving me African vibes. I don't he speak proper English, so he probably been there for a while, but he giving me that African scam artist vibe. But we gonna see.
And then who was the other person that was with y'all?
That was his buddy. I forgot his real name. We know him as Buddy. He's normally with him though, all the time.
Is he with? Is he part of the business decision?
No, well, just with this one, because we kind of needed his help. We were at a standstill,
Yeah.
just with this one. But this is actually our first endeavor.
You and the other guy?
No, this is Purdue's Properties, our first endeavor.
Gotcha. So you guys were trying to flip houses?
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, there's money in it. It's just, I don't know if right now's the time, man. Market's starting to change direction.
But you know, that's why actually what we're doing now is really more of investing, and we'll keep the property. It's just taking out the equity.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a backup officer spoke with the bank employee to gather more details, then returned to hear what the suspect had to say.
Who deposited this check? So you have a combined bank account for your company with whoever Mr. Porter is?
No, I have my separate bank account and the business bank account.
Okay. Who is the Porter of Porter Purdue Properties?
That's Jeremy Porter, the
Okay.
business partner.
Okay. So which account was this check deposited into? Your
Business account.
the business account.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're the one that signed to this check?
Yes, sir. What exactly is the issue with the check that you gentlemen?
Well, one thing that we're looking at right now is I'm comparing. I would assume that you sign a lot of things being a business person, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So people tend to sign their signature the exact same
Yes,
way
sir.
every time, right?
Yes, sir.
And you know your signature is on your driver's license.
Yes, sir.
So I'm looking at your signature on your driver's license, and I'm looking at the signature on the back of this check, and I can tell you that they don't look anything alike. They look completely different. So that's the first thing that stands out to me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But a signature on a business check is that really a problem? That's what I'm asking. What's the
So that's
problem
not that's not why we're here.
Okay.
That's just something that happened to stand out to me.
It's not like he's sending me a bad check.
Who?
The gentleman we got it from. Because I've already spent money on the check.
Who'd
There's no way.
Who'd you get it from?
Buddy the guy that was with Jeremy gave us the check.
Okay.
The only reason I met with them was to deposit the check. That was it. But
How well you know your business partner?
very well.
Yeah.
Very well. We both work at Delta Airlines. I've been there since 2011. He's been there since 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been there a long time.
Yeah. You got at least a decade together.
Yeah, we've been there a long time.
And then you guys decided to go into business
We
together.
decided to go to business together.
And then Buddy is who?
This is Jeremy Frank. He's
If
from
just listening to him, it sounds like, oh, this is legitimate. Like it could be, because it sound not suspicious. It sound like it could be like a genuine mistake. He got finessed. Ooh. It sound like it could be that, but we don't know yet. Let's see.
from Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta.
Okay. And then so, what was the situation in which you got a check from Buddy for this property?
Well, the situation with that was we needed repairs to the property.
Yeah, I understand.
We needed repairs to a property, and we did not have the funds for the repairs for the property.
Okay.
Like you said, the market is amazing. If we can do these repairs, we'll have them come out and appraise, and we'll be able to pull out equity out of the property.
So who's Buddy?
Just Jeremy friend. Just a friend of his.
And then, so why? My question is, why is he writing your business a check?
Because in this property, he's in on it. He will be in on this property.
Gotcha.
Just because we needed his help.
Okay. So I guess the objective was this is the first property that you guys are
This was
going
the
to
first property to get our thing on.
Yeah.
The equity will get us another one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Did you learn
Yes,
anything?
sir. I did. Mr. Purdue.
Yes, sir.
So what did you say this gentleman's name is? Jeremy Porter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We've been to the bank together. We work together.
Been to this bank together?
Yes, sir.
How do you know Mr. Porter?
We work together.
Well, I see that. I mean, obviously, you guys have a business together.
We work together. Delta Airlines. We have a job. Our first job is together.
Okay, so you know him from a
Yes,
previous
sir.
job.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He did say that. Like, what the fuck?
How long y'all known each other?
2011.
2011.
2011.
Okay. Did you explain to him why they called us?
Not yet.
Wow, that the check appeared to be fraud.
Yeah. So
125. Okay, time.
all right.
But
So all right.
there's no way
Here's
this
the
is
thing.
fraud because this gentleman actually offered to meet us here with the check. The only reason we did was because it was closer
So-
to just do it over the phone.
The bank has been in contact with the company who is the holder of these checks.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they have notified the bank that not only are they not familiar with your company, but that they have recently had checks stolen from their business, and that this specific check, 005185,
Yes, sir.
is written in their records to a completely different company. Okay? This check is fraudulent. All right?
Yes, sir.
So this is one of those things. I don't know if a police officer has ever told you this before, but this is one of those times where we know the answers to questions that we're asking you, seeing what you're going to tell us, and it would be in your best interest to be completely honest because that dictates which direction things go from here.
Yes, sir.
Right? So I'm asking you questions. You're giving me answers. I already know the answer. This check is fraudulent. There's no if, ands, or buts about that. The bank has been in.
Like, even I don't know what's going on. The officer is saying they're asking questions they already know answers to. Yeah, the only answers y'all know is that the check is fake. That's what they said is fake. All right, we've already established that the check is not real. Cool. What you don't know is if his story is fake. It could be, honestly, I think it's bullshit. That's just my opinion. But we don't know that. He could be telling the truth about all this and all this stuff he's talking about. It could be true. It could be that he genuinely didn't know the check was fake, and it's just like he thinking, all right, when we doing this deal, when we do it's such and such, and that's it. Don't make it seem like he's lying and he knew, because we don't know that, and his story sound pretty good. I personally think it's bullshit, but that's just my opinion from my experiences in life. But All we know, all the officers know, is that the check is fake. Outside of that, what's going on and the backstory behind the check and what's going on with the check, they don't know anything about that. So to insinuate like as if he's lying is kind of strange to me, but whatever.
In contact with the company, this Community Construction Group?
Yes, sir.
And Community Construction Group, I had them ask very specifically if they were familiar with your company to see if there had been some sort of mix-up.
This was the first time.
And they're not. They're not familiar at all. The other thing that I find kind of odd is that, I know you said you've known Mr. Jeremy Porter since 2011. $45,000 is an awful lot of money to have a bank account, a company bank account with a business partner who's not even on the bank account. I'm here to tell you, some of my closest friends in the world that I've known for 20 plus years, if our company was handling money like that, $45,000, you best believe that my name is going to be on that bank account as well.
Hell,
So, just kind of.
that is also true. Nigga, that account got $500 in it. My name better be on that shit too. You can't be taking out that $500 without me knowing, let alone 45 grand and only your name on it. You could say anything. It's my money. You could not pay them. You could duck them. Let's keep it real. So I understand what the cop is saying on that extent too. That type of money, we playing with that type of money, we both need to be on that account. Cause I got an account with $500 in it. Bitch, this is gonna be a joint account up in here. Especially if you're doing a business. So that makes sense too.
It's kind of odd that your company would be dealing with large sums of money to the tune of $45,000, but your name is the only name that's on the company business account.
Yes, sir.
Just something that's, again, kind of odd. So, you sure that there's no other information that you want to offer in reference to this check or anything like that?
Well, I really have nothing else. I do not know nothing else about the check.
Okay.
But as far as the situation with me and Jeremy Porter, we have two businesses. Like I said, we've known each other a long time.
Okay.
We also have a trucking business. The trucking business was what he wanted to pursue. It is 100% in his name.
Okay.
The property
If that's-
business was it something totally different he wanted to pursue?
If that's something, I'm not saying you're lying to
Yes,
me.
sir.
What I'm saying is it just seems kind of odd.
And like I said, that was the reason that I personally had to deposit the check, because he couldn't come up and deposit it with my account.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically my account. So yes, I did meet him and we deposited the check. But I didn't think anything was wrong.
Y'all deposited the check
Together.
through the app.
Yes, together.
Right. Okay.
But I didn't think anything was wrong because I've used the money, already bought stuff with the money, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think anything was an issue.
Okay.
Let's see how this is gonna go.
That is what I learned.
Okay.
How long's your business been?
This is a new business.
Okay.
This is a new business. The trucking business is 3 years old. This business is a year and a half.
He
Year and a
do
half.
seem like the way he talking and it's believable to an extent. Because most niggas who come up in there who trying to finesse, they look like, nigga, you ain't got no money. You ain't got nothing going on with your life. You look dusty. You look like you gangbanging. He don't give me that vibe. He give me like he's really on the up and up and he really didn't know nothing about it. I do think they trying to finesse, but he's selling it good. That's why he not in cuffs already. Because if he looked like the average motherfucker who trying to finesse, he'd have been in cuffs and done hauled his ass downtown already.
I want to say yes, a year and a half.
Okay. And
Year.
how long have you had the account?
Since June. Here in Navy Federal since June.
Okay. The business account has only been open for 3 months.
Okay. Maybe in June. No, it's been longer than 3 months, hasn't it?
Remember just a minute ago when I told you sometimes I'll ask you a question that I already know the answer to? The business account has only been open for 3 months. He's the only one listed on the business
Oh, I
account.
came in and opened it.
Again, whether or not that's an
Their personal
agreement between the two of them, I don't know. But
And then he's telling me that the check, because he said that he deposited it, there's 3 of them there, and that the check was from a friend that he doesn't know. It's just a guy named Buddy.
That's where it seems a little funny. A nigga giving you a $45,000 check, you don't know his first, last. You don't know nothing about him for real. It's just some random dude in the alley. That seems like some bullshit. So there is some inconsistencies with his story. He sound good. He's selling good. He's a good talker. You know what I'm saying? He got the gift of gab, but there's some inconsistencies.
With before, we've told for him before and everything. Transported for him before.
And who does he work for? He works for the company on this check, or he's subcontracting you?
I'm honestly not 100% sure.
Well, see, therein lies one of the problems.
Yeah, I'm honestly not 100% sure.
So,
Are you feeling stuck with $10,000 or more in debt and all the interest that comes with it? Try National Debt Relief. SC.
Yeah.
we'll be back with you in just a moment, okay?
Yes, sir.
I mean, 45 grand, man, I would be on that bank account.
Yeah, I would too.
You know, so I asked if they'd ever had any suspicious activity on his account before. She said no, because the account's only 3 months old.
He said that he stated he's the one who deposited it. So he told me he's the one who deposited it. And so you spoke to the business.
She had the business on the phone. I only had to ask 2 questions. Is she checking on us? 115. If you're checking on us, we can 10. But I asked it, the 2 very specific questions that I had her ask was, 1, I'll click that. So the 2 questions I asked is, 1, are they familiar with this company at all? Have they ever done business with this company? And they said no, that they have no idea who that is. The second question was, she said that this check had been written to a different company, and the company is Cason, C-A-S-A-N or C-A-S-O-N, Environmental Demolition Services. That's who this check was actually written to.
Yeah.
Your ass going to jail, man.
Okay. So, first things first, go ahead and stand up, turn around.
Could you please not arrest me in front of the bank and I'll walk outside with you guys?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Just put your phone down.
Oh, I told you this nigga go to jail.
The reason I'm not going to walk you outside is because if you decide to run,
Oh, I'm honestly not.
I don't feel like chasing you.
Oh, God damn. What do you think is about to lock me up outside, not in the bank? Like, nigga, who gives a fuck?
Let me make sure these cuffs are not too tight, and I'm going to lock them so they don't get any tighter on you, alright?
Yes, sir.
We'll walk you outside.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you right by the door, so you be alright. It ain't too embarrassing.
To the right. To the right.
God damn. I knew he was going to jail. I knew he was going to jail.
The issue is the bank said that the check appears to be altered. Go and stand in front of my car, please. The check appears to be altered, and the account that the company that wrote the check has no idea who your business is, and they've confirmed that that check number was written to another business. Okay, so you're telling me that you were given a check from a person that you don't know, you deposited it, and now you're trying to withdraw funds. So the way I interpret that is you deposited a fraudulent check and you're trying to withdraw money from fraud, okay?
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and face the vehicle. Spread your feet for me.
It sounds good.
Any contraband, anything I need to be worried
He's
about?
a good salesman, but niggas know it's a finesse. It's a finesse. Because the fact that you don't know this dude and dude just give you a fuck, like, come on. Anybody that's giving you $45,000 check, bro, this is my name, this is who I am, this is how you get in contact with me. It's a lot more professional for $45. It's not $400. $400. Alright, you could be like, nigga gave me 400, drop the check. Woo, woo, woo. I don't really know him like that, just man, but he just get alright, $45,000. Come on, dog. You don't know his name, and you the only one on the account, and like, come on, dog. It's funny business. It's funny business, but his ass going to jail. Oh God, he was talking that talk though. He's talking that talk. Yeah, we knew each other since 2011. You know, we just started. His business is only a year and a half old. He sounded real professional. He came with his little suit, his little turtleneck. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that 15 grand off. They like, nigga, your ass going to jail. But it is what it is. I mean, this type of stuff is rampant. People cracking down now. It's not as easy as it was like 10, 15 years ago. It was a lot easier then. Now, man, you try to swipe a fucking Happy Meal on that goddamn card without verification. They calling you up. Yo, we put a block on it. $15 for a Big Mac special. This you? Yeah, that's me. Like, it's alright. Let it go. It's alright. It's me. They don't play anymore. So, this is what it is. His ass going to jail. Buddy and all them other niggas he named, they don't call my name on me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Even the people he talk about, they probably don't even exist. This imaginary dude, and bro, he capping, dog. He capping. But it is what it is. It's the end of the video. Leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, do all that other good stuff. Y'all know what to do. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to do it, y'all could do it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be definitely appreciated. But it is what it is. I'll be back to y'all with another one.